Welcome to the live replay, you guys. Today is July 16th. We are going to start off with packing in order for Katie, and then we're going to get into February in Janelle's bullet journal. So that's what we've got on for today. Let me just get set up here. Welcome here, you guys. I am just turning on my live, so just give me a second to get set up. I'm just pulling up my TikTok on my iPad so that I can actually see comments when I have my phone hooked up here. And then we've got one order to pack so far, and then we're going to be starting February from scratch in Janelle's bullet journal. I forgot to message her about the family memories page, so we can't move forward on that yet, but we're going to start February anyways. And just leave the family memories page blank for now and then fill it in later once I do know what she's looking for. So that is the plan for today. How are you guys? All right, I just gotta do a quick little restock. I don't have like a lot of journals on my shelf here. Oh, she wants clay. So I guess we're good. I've got one more left on my shelf. The rest are in my closet. That's like a few steps away. So I'll grab some more of those if needed. You know what? And maybe I'll just give Katie a sec because she's the one who placed the order. I'm just going to give her a sec to actually come here and say what she wants instead of starting that without her. But yeah, our first step tonight is tonight, normally I go live in the evenings, this afternoon is to choose a February theme for Janelle's bullet journal. So for those of you guys who were not here yesterday we chose this little ski lift theme for January, and we had a question about her layout here for this page, so we just left it. We're going to do that another time, and then this is how the weekly spreads turned out. I know it's all inverted for you, but Janelle has given us a lot of freedom to choose the themes. Not every theme, she did lock in a few of them, but February is another one where we have the freedom to choose the theme and just start from scratch. So if you have any theme suggestions for February, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm going to head to Pinterest and find some ideas of my own, and then we'll take a poll, vote for a theme, and then start actually creating her journal. Stevie, I am impatient, so I'm with you. I've got one of those like magnetic phone stand things, which is great until I try to take it off. Then it like feels real stuck. I am impatient. I don't know. So the journals have been shipped, but because they haven't been processed through customs, I can't actually see the tracking yet. So a bit of a pain there, but hopefully within the next few weeks here. And yeah, no, you can be impatient if you want to. I certainly am. It honestly would make me feel better if I wasn't the only one super impatient for them. Candy hearts as a theme idea from Kai. All right, let me head over to Pinterest. If anyone else has theme ideas for the month of February, drop them in the comments. We get to choose the February theme from scratch for Janelle's journal. This is what we did for January, this little like ski lift theme. These are the weekly spreads. And now we have to choose February's theme. Okay, I'm in my weekly spread section. Okay, I'm gonna put chocolate strawberries as a February suggestion because I've seen a few people do it and I just am obsessed. Chocolate strawberries, these are so pretty. I feel like I could probably figure out how she did that. I mean, just looking at it, I feel like it's not rocket science, but honestly, I would maybe combine these two themes, like try this style of strawberry, which is totally out of my comfort zone, and then pair it with chocolate covering. Let's do that as an option for the vote anyways. I feel like light bulbs with things in them is always cute. I'm gonna start the sardines theme in the pre-made bullet journal tonight, so I've been collecting some inspiration for that. Could do like a bows theme. Some of these are pretty cute. That's what I did for February in the pre-made journal though. That's what you guys voted on. So maybe I won't do another bows theme for February, but we'll see what wins the vote. I feel like so many of these themes just scream February. Like I'm trying to decide which ones to save. Like a little baking theme with strawberry. Again, I'm really hung up on the strawberry thing. It doesn't need to be strawberry. Or like something like this that almost looks like a book cover. Would be so cute for February, but in like pink or that wine color that we've been liking or something. Any other theme ideas, just put them in the comment. Oh, whoops. Now I'm just scrolling through Pinterest boards that I started when I was like 16. This is my like OG Pinterest account from when I just discovered Pinterest. So I am not super active on here except to pin bullet journal themes. Let's see. Maybe I'll find one more idea and then I'll come back to. Okay, I love this, like the wavy kind of checkered look. But then maybe like instead of doing all flowers in the gaps, we could have like a bow here, a heart candy there, something like that. Switch it up a little. Okay, I'm gonna go back to TikTok and start a poll for these theme ideas. Let's see here. Candy hearts, true, she does love pastels, so candy hearts would work. All right, is there a moderator here who would like to do a poll? Just speak up if you're available, and if not, I'll start one myself. Let me just kind of consolidate the suggestions so that I can bring it down to like 4 options to vote from instead of like 8. Let's see. Okay, so strawberries, some kind of strawberry baking thing was one. Candy hearts is another one. Okay, bows is another one, and then flowers. Let's do that, like roses. Okay, I'm not seeing another mod, so just give me a second here. Sorry if this gets a little shaky. I should be able to start a poll in just a moment here, and then it will go back to normal. So I'm gonna do a 2-minute long 4-option poll. So there's not a rush to vote right away because I'm gonna kind of explain the vision for each theme. Actually, we haven't chosen the layout yet, so there's not tons to explain, but let me just lay out what number is what option. Okay, so number 1 is going to be strawberry related. Strawberry, like chocolate covered strawberries, strawberry baking, something like that. It's gonna have to do with strawberries. That's option number 1. Option number 2, let's make that be bows. This is just an example. And then option number 3, let's do candy hearts. Option 3, we did a theme like that in Patty's journal. I don't have a picture of it right here, but that'll be option 3. And then for option 4, let's do something with roses. Roses, maybe other flowers as well. Natka, we are just choosing Janelle's February theme. So we just started this journal yesterday. And most of the themes are totally up to us to choose from scratch. So yesterday we chose this little ski lift sort of theme, ski resort. I need to adjust my stand here. This is not working. So that's what we chose for the January theme yesterday. And we weren't sure about the layout that she wanted for this page. That's why we're gonna just wait on that till I hear back from her. And then these are the weekly layouts that we voted on. And then now we are choosing February. Oh, how many custom bullet journals do I do in a year? I do roughly 1 a month. Although this one with like holidays and family stuff, I'm expecting that this one will take me probably pretty much till the end of August. So I won't open a separate August slot. So that means probably September, October, November will be left for journals that want to start in 2026. So 3 more spots left in the year, which sounds crazy, but that is what it is. Unless one of those orders is like a 6-month or 3-month journal that we get through really fast, then an additional spot might open, but that is my guess. Okay, option 1, strawberries or something strawberry related. It's like strawberry, chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, my Photos app on my iPad does this thing where it won't let me click into a specific picture unless I make it full screen. So now let me go back and make TikTok full screen. Yes, I always try to announce when I'll have a spot open kind of as early as I know, like roughly a week in advance. I'll tell you exactly when the slot will be open, date and time, so that you can set a timer if you actually want to get it, because I don't do a wait list. I just kind of open up the spot, announce it with as much heads up as I can. Sarah and Sage. Oh, why did you have to say that? I didn't even think of that. But okay, so we'll steer clear of the cut in half strawberries because you're kind of right. They do look a little iffy now that you mention it. But let's find a cover page layout to do with that. And after this, we'll be mostly done with voting. I know you guys are pretty split on how much you like voting. Okay, so we've already saved this one, but I'm looking for just like a cover layout that would work well with strawberries. Or like chocolate covered strawberries, strawberry baking. We could do something like this, but with strawberries instead. We could do something like this because I would not do this same style of strawberries. Like these look like they were painted. And that's not what I would do. I would do like chocolate covered strawberries. We'd make it a little bit different anyways. That would be one. Oh, we just did the plaid lettering. Otherwise I would consider doing that with strawberries because I feel like it pairs really well. This one could be cute with strawberries. This layout. And let me maybe choose one more that could work well with strawberries. Oop. Let's do something like this, but with strawberry doodles instead of flowers. All right, so we're gonna do another vote now. So I'm guessing I'll need to set up the poll again. So just give me a moment here. What? Oh, I'm in Pinterest. I thought I was in my Photos app. Okay, let me see what layouts I chose again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. So we're trying to choose a layout to use with the strawberry theme that we just chose. So these are just for like layout inspiration. So I know this one has strawberries, but we wouldn't be like copying this exact theme. It would just be kind of the format with like the Dutch door and the large strawberries, that kind of stuff. So let me set up a poll real quick here. And then poll, we'll do another 2-minute one so I can kind of describe things, and then 4 options. Yes. All right. So option number 1 is to do something like this, where obviously it would say February instead of July. We'd have some strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries, maybe little baking things. I'm not totally sure, but we would keep like the cool sparkle elements, kind of using simple shapes like that, simple patterns, and keep the illustration centered on the page. So this, but with a chocolatey strawberry Valentine's sort of feeling theme. Then there's this one. So sorry, this was option 1 in the poll. This is option 2. So the big idea here is that we would have a Dutch door that would be kind of waving around our strawberry doodles. I would not do only strawberries over here. Again, I would do some chocolate covered ones, maybe some like little strawberry baked goods or something. I wouldn't want to directly copy the entire theme, but this is just like the format that we'd be going with. So that's option 2. Option 3, we would do similar lettering to this because I love it, but for February, obviously. Then we'd have some large strawberries instead of these large cherries. And then yeah, maybe like flowers, maybe little baking utensils, stuff like that. That's option 3. And then option 4, we would choose a background color to use for like the wavy kind of checkered print. And then instead of flowers, we would have little strawberries on top. And I would probably change up I wouldn't write flower market, or I wouldn't write anything on top. I would just write the month and maybe even put it on there somehow. Not sure about that. But anyways, that's option 4. So let me swipe through here one more time. This is option 1, but with a strawberry theme. Option 2, but not just strawberries, like baking utensils, chocolate covered strawberries, that kind of thing. Option 3, but February strawberries. And then option 4. those strawberries. I'm gonna go back into TikTok so that I can see your comments on my iPad here. Sarah, I would totally do that if we did the chocolate thing. Add a white gel pen drizzle. Option 2, let me remind myself which one that even was. Okay, cool. I'm not surprised. I feel like Dutch doors, anytime they're in the poll, they usually win. Just because there's something special, you know? So for strawberries, I love a good like red or like brighter colored strawberry. I know that Janelle likes pastel pink, but she doesn't not like a warm red or like wine colored strawberry. So I'm gonna get out a few options for us to swatch for our strawberry color. And they're gonna be quite different because this one is obviously more of a pastel pink, which I know that Janelle really likes in general. This one is a bit of a brighter pink, but still not, she just requested no like bright colors. And I think I know what she means because I also don't really like, oh, whoa. These Zig brushables, I love them, but sometimes the ink just kind of goes wonky. Like this one is so light and this one is not meant to be so dark. Like, let me just scribble this one out a little. Okay, well that's what that one looks like anyways. But I think instead of that one, I might put one of these. I'm just gonna figure out which one I actually want to include. I think it's this one. So let's do that. And these two are too similar, so I'm gonna get rid of that one altogether. And I wonder if I have any other, I don't want to do the same red that we just did for the ski lift theme because we just used a lot of that for January. Even though I feel like that's a nice, like soft red. Let me try out some of these. Sorry, not all of these are gonna stay as poll options. I'm just experimenting and most of them are failing the test so far. Okay, that's a good option. What about this? It's too similar to the red we used in January, I think. Okay, so let me just kind of consolidate our options here. Option 1, moving from lightest to darkest and pinkest to reddest. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this will just be the main color for the strawberry. Actually, one more change to the lineup here. I am gonna add this one back in just because it's got a little bit more of that like purpley pinky undertone, and these two look almost identical. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me set up a quick 4 option poll. And I really should maybe add a couple more mods so that I don't have to pull you down so many times in a live, but here we go. So we are choosing a main red or pink for the strawberry theme that we're doing. So we know from Janelle that she loves pastel pink, but I know pastel pink isn't really the color of like a strawberry, or at least not the main part of the strawberry. So if you think we should just go for it, make it work, do a pastel pink strawberry theme, vote for number 1 because we know she loves that color. If you'd rather see a different color as like the main strawberry color, then vote for that one. Because yeah, I know that she likes these colors. She just mentioned pastel pink, pastel yellow, and warm green are like her 3 favorite colors. But in general for the journal, she just requested that we stay away from like super bright colors, and none of these would be super bright. Thank you guys. You know, maybe while the poll is going, I can try to add a mod. I forget how to do it. And I know I need to follow you first, so, okay. Settings, moderators, plus. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Oh, here, let me think. Oh, which one won? I didn't see. Did anyone see? I accidentally exited it. Hey, Mary, welcome here. Okay, I think this is how I do it. Brittany Baldwin, follow back. Option 2, 1. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Settings, moderator, add. Brittany. Come on. Okay, this isn't working. Sorry, guys. Let's go with option 2 then. That's so funny. It just told me, I didn't even see whose username it said, but it said, whoever just joined and hasn't sent you gifts in a while. Ooh, TikTok, are you trying to start drama here? Telling me that they haven't sent me gifts in a while? That's so funny. I feel like I've never seen that pop up before when someone joins. All right, so let's do that as the main pink or strawberry color. And I am gonna bring in maybe this as a backup or like an extra pink. Okay, and I know I have one journal order waiting to be packed for Katie. Katie, if you are here, just let me know whenever you join so that I can get your order packed. We can pack it anytime. I just figured I'd wait a sec to see if Katie's gonna join anyways. Then we won't pack it without her, but. Okay, let me go back to the chocolate covered strawberries theme. I did not purple yarn. No, I completely forgot. I really don't touch TikTok between my lives, and then I get on here, I'm like, oh right, I forgot to respond to comments, respond to DMs, add another moderator. It just is not super high on my list usually. I get so distracted by other things that I'm trying to do. All right, so let's see here. I'm just gonna kind of place a few large strawberries as kind of our guidelines, especially for the Dutch door. I am gonna add chocolate onto some of them. So I'm gonna leave that to be filled with chocolate later on. Maybe not all of them though. Maybe some of them will just be normal strawberries. Oh, how are you? I feel like I've seen you on Instagram lately, but not on here. Oh, whoops, that one I was gonna do chocolate covered, but then I got distracted. All right, then let me grab a green. Am I making breathing noise? I didn't even notice. Whoops. Now I'm self-conscious. Guess I won't breathe for the rest of the live. Thanks, Megan. All right, let's add some chocolate to these strawberries. It adds to the ASMR. Yeah, totally on purpose. This is definitely meant to be ASMR. Thanks, Megan. Oh, okay, RLT. Yes, my middle name is Autumn, and I love my middle name. I hope that your daughter will feel the same way, but I know, so my parents named me Rylee, with the middle name Autumn, thinking that if there were ever like, you know, boys in my class named Rylee, because at that time Rylee was much more common as a boy's name. Now I hear it as a girl's name, but I never used to. So they gave me the middle name Autumn because they equally loved it as a girl's name, and they were thinking like that way if there are any boys in her grade or whatever named Rylee, she can go by Autumn. But I show up for kindergarten and there's a girl in my grade with the name Autumn, so I was never called Autumn, which I mean I love the name Rylee too, so I'm fine with that, but I really love the name Autumn. I would consider naming one of my daughters Autumn, even though it's my middle name, just because I love that name. And Trin, yes, I'm making a custom bullet journal. So this is for Janelle. She ordered a 12-month bullet journal starting in January of 2026. We just started it yesterday, so we're not very far. But yeah, this is what we chose for January, was this little like ski lift theme. I need to clarify with her what she wants the layout of this page to look like. That's why it's blank. And then these are the weekly spreads that we did for January. We did this all on live yesterday evening, and then today we are starting on this strawberry, little February themed strawberry related baking, whatever, that kind of stuff. Oh, nice, Elizabeth. Yeah, like my husband has a middle name that we like for a boy's name too, so we're like, maybe we'll just do it and like each have a kid with one of our middle names, but we already have 2 boys and we didn't use his middle name for either, so now I'm not sure if we will actually use my middle name, but I've got other girls' names I like too. I do, Alex, I've got 2 boys. Oh, nice, Stevie. I just met someone at the park this morning who also has 2 boys. It's like, how perfect. All right, let's do that. And then what other little doodles do I want to add to here? Should I do the baking stuff at all, or should I just stick with strawberries and then just put like little hearts and flowers in between? I think I might do that actually and not bring in the baking element, since we've chocolate covered strawberries and baking with strawberries are not the same thing. So let's just do that. I'm gonna add the white gel pen little drizzle on here. I ordered more white gel pens from Amazon and I need them. This one is starting to struggle and I use it for everything. Strawberries with hearts and flowers, okay, perfect. Let's do that. So Casey, the price, I don't try to dodge the price question. It's just so hard to give a simple answer because it depends on how many months you order. It depends on your currency. Depends if you're using a discount code, how much shipping is for you, that kind of stuff. It's like, it's not easy for me to just give a straight up answer on how much one costs. It is hundreds. I'll just say that because it will depend, again, how many months you get is going to change the price drastically. But I price it that way because I spend a lot of time on it, obviously. We when you draw on all of the pages by hand, it is a big time commitment, so I have to price it accordingly. Yes, I'm absolutely doing seeds on the strawberries. Yeah. Sylvia, first of all, I would not say I'm like much of an artist. Like I don't do detail work really, like drawing people, animals, landscapes. I just like to doodle. So most of my pieces I feel like aren't as complicated as they sometimes look. And I'd be happy to like walk you through the steps to show you that, because I want you to think that you can do this too, because you can. But this specific one, actually, I saw a reel on Instagram that was like, here's how to color a strawberry. It wasn't a chocolate covered strawberry, but I'm just kind of copying what I remember her showing on Instagram as like where to shade things and whatever, because that is not my forte. But thank you for the compliment as well. And just like practice, you know, I do these journals for other people, which means I do a lot of coloring, not just like, you know, more than even just if I were doing my own journal every month. So definitely that helps too, getting so many extra reps. Oh, hey Carson. Yes, I can do a flip through. Did you see yesterday's where we ended off? Okay, cool. So this is the first page that we've done since yesterday, but I'll still give you a little flip through. No, the markers do not bleed through, Kim. I'm using water-based markers, first of all, not alcohol markers, so that's the big difference. But then these pages are super thick. They're 160 GSM pages, so they're meant to be used with like watercolors, markers, everything. So I can usually get up to 3 or 4 coats of marker without having to worry about bleed through, unless certain markers are less. Like with OBUJO, even the water-based markers, I find those I have to be really cautious about bleed through. But yeah, most water-based markers I can get away with multiple coats without having to worry about bleed through. Oh, thanks, Alex. Okay, let me show you where we're at so far. So we just started Janelle's bullet journal last night. So we are not very far. I left these pages empty because I like to do the yearly spreads last, but we started off with January. This is a full 2026 12-month journal. So we got to choose this theme. We chose this little skiing theme. Every month is going to have a title page, a 1-page calendar. This is going to be her family worship spread, but I'm not exactly sure what she wants that to look like. So I need to workshop that with her before we can actually do it. And then this is what we chose for the weekly spreads. This is a memory keeping journal. So she basically just wants daily boxes to keep track of memories every day. And then we gave her a little box up here for either like a quote or a highlight of the week or something like that. So these are the weekly spreads for January. And then today we just started on February, so you haven't missed much at all. All right, and then I'm gonna add some little flowers, hearts. Let me think here, how do I wanna do these flowers? Maybe I'll just do like little kind of roses like that. Actually, maybe I'll use my slightly darker pink. And then let's add some leaves for those. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some like little hearts, circles, dots, sparkles, that kind of stuff to fill the gaps. Thanks, Brittany. That's a good problem. Oh, thanks, Jess. Glad you like it. All right, now let's cut our Dutch door. Now that we've got kind of a curved line to follow. So starting off here, I'm just gonna cut loosely around here. This one I'm gonna have to meet from the top here. I think that'll be easiest. And then I'm gonna add just a little border here because that's what our inspiration picture had. Maybe I should have done that before I cut it in hindsight, but whatever. Just try not to color on the page behind. That'll be the tricky part. All right, and then we need to write February coming along here somewhere. So what our inspiration picture had was just like February in small writing down here with a little calendar underneath. We could do that same thing, or we could write like February in bigger letters going this way or something. What do you guys think? Or like smaller stacked calligraphy down in this corner. Any thoughts for that? Oh, thanks, Stevie. The flowers honestly don't look too close because they don't actually look like flowers, because all you do is do like little kind of curved dots getting bigger and bigger. So I start off with two kind of like that for the center, and then just like kind of keep curving around like that. So flower is generous. It's just really some curved lines, but February and big, I love that, Brittany. Sarah, yes, this is a new journal for Janelle. February in big letters going on the side. Skinny pinstripes with February, with brown or black February. Okay. Cursive across. The font in the other picture that I showed. Which picture? So like this is the inspiration picture that we're going off of here for our kind of loose layout. Do you mean one of these pictures? Ooh, no, I don't want to add sticker. The August one? Okay, so something like big and juicy, like that. I do like that font, you're right. Something like that going down the side. The only problem I foresee is that a Y is the last letter and it's going to get really squished by there. So we'd have a bit of a squished Y, but if that's okay with you guys, I'm okay with that. That font but going down, okay. I was thinking going this way. Either that or we do like stacked calligraphy in a black fine line or black calligraphy pen, like Febury, like little stacked calligraphy down here. I kind of like the pinstripes on the page behind idea in like a super light color though, like something like this. Obviously straighter than that. Actually, I'm not sure. Now that I see them side by side, I don't know if that fits. The green maybe? Or like a light pink? I have a light pink. I must, surely. Vertical would be cool. Could do something like that, but this one is almost dead, feels like. Okay, I feel like the super light pink could work, but do I have enough ink in here? No, I don't think so. Do I have any others? Very light rose. What about light rose? Okay, that's similar, but also getting close to being dead. Ah, right. See, sometimes it feels fine. Does that color fit? What do you guys think about all this? February. I don't know how I feel about having it going down. Just like starting with the top letter smallest feels wrong to me. And I think I would have a hard time fitting that many letters height-wise in a large font like that going down. I don't think that's gonna work for me. I like the idea, but like green lines, juicy letters. Okay, maybe we'll just do those because we know that we like them. And then we'll just deal with the Y when we get there. All right, let's just do it. I'm just gonna stop overthinking and just start drawing. Starting with an F. An E. Yeah, stacked calligraphy would have been a fine option too, but now we are in it. B, I feel like aside from the Y, this whole spacing works out so perfectly because the F and B get to be tall, and then R-U-A-R, totally fine, but the Y is gonna maybe cause some trouble. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Boy, getting a little squished, but we'll try to make it work here. R. And the Y is just going to be a little itty bitty letter because we've been going with the flow of the page here. And I feel like that actually worked just fine for the Y. All right, I'm gonna do the bottom half of all of these letters darker. And then I should have done them chocolate covered now that I think about it, but I did not. We'll do that later in the theme maybe. We could add strawberry seeds on the letters though. Actually, I think I like a curved line going down better than a harsh, crisp line. Were any of you guys here back in, I want to say March or April, when we did a candy apple theme and used this lettering as our guide, but we had like the letters were green with like caramel dripping off of them. Okay, and then I'm thinking I want to add the little like kind of shine mark that our inspiration picture had on all of them. And then I'm wondering about adding strawberry seeds and a black outline. Do you guys think yes to both of those things, or just to one, or neither? Black outline. Yes to both. Outline for sure. I just hope it doesn't make me want to outline all the strawberries, because I like the strawberries as they are. So I don't want to outline them, but sometimes outlining one thing just kind of like pushes it so that I feel like I need to outline everything, you know? Okay, outline first and then we'll see about the seeds. Sounds good. Because yeah, I feel like an outline would definitely help. I just don't want to feel trapped then to outline everything else, because I like how the strawberry doodles look without an outline. All right, now that you're starting to see the outline, what do you guys think about seeds? We could do seeds on the whole letter, seeds on just the bottom half, like the darker half, no seeds at all. What do you guys think? Maddie says seeds, Charlie says no seeds, bottom, no seeds. Okay, it seems like I'm getting a few more votes for no seeds right now. And honestly, if it's even close, I'm going to default to no, because I feel like I need to learn when to stop. It's often a less is more sort of situation, and eventually you cross the line of just like adding and adding and adding things, and then it just looks too cluttered. Okay, what do you guys think about this? Let me show it to you the way that you'd actually be looking at it in a journal. Is that good with no seeds? Okay, I'm getting enough people saying leave it, no seeds, perfect, that I'm gonna leave it for now. And if we're having like big regrets later in the month, we can come back and change it. Okay, now we gotta do her calendar. I know some of you guys think it needs seeds, but the vote is split enough that I'm gonna stick with it the way it is for now. And then later on, if we feel like we wanna add something, like it's missing something, then we'll add seeds. I just don't wanna, cross that line of making things too busy. Okay, so February, we're gonna do a 1-page calendar here again, like we did yesterday. And I'm gonna do it for the right year this time. Yes, I will. And let's see, so last time we realized that we actually wouldn't need to do a title. Like I kind of left space at the top for a title, but then realized like, oh, the title's literally right here. You know, usually I do a calendar spread on the next page. but I'm not totally sure. I want to give her some sort of section for notes, but what do you guys think? Like, should I have a title, no section for notes? Like, what would look best? Just kind of a floating calendar and then fill it in with strawberries around? Or should I do a title or do a note or anything like that? Hey Paige, all you've missed is this one page, but it has been a bit of a time-consuming one, so it feels like you've missed a lot. No title, no title. Okay, so then no title, yes, notes. So in that case, like here, I left space as though I was going to put a title, as you can probably tell. So I could like shift it all the way up and then do like a half notes box, half doodle or something. Or I could shift it more exactly to the middle and then, I'm trying to decide. What do you guys think? Maybe I should go to Pinterest and look at some of those one-page, because we saw some one-page weekly layouts or monthly calendar layouts, yesterday when we were scrolling. So I know that like, I like the way it looks when people do it. I never do it. So I don't have a good like go-to, spacing for it. Let's see. Shift to the top, shift to the top. Oh, so the title would just be like January. Like normally if I were doing a 2-page calendar, which is what I often do, I would have the calendar take up like this much space and then write February across the entire top kind of thing, So normally I would do a title, but that's because it's on a separate page from the monthly title. Purple yarn, I could, but I feel like it would be a bit lopsided. Then it would be 3x5. Right now it's 3x4, and on Pinterest yesterday we were seeing a lot of even like 3x3s. Like people use itty bitty calendars sometimes. I wouldn't want to make it any smaller either. I feel like 3x4 is kind of the sweet spot if you're going to go with a 1-page calendar. But now I'm not seeing any of those calendar pictures that we were seeing yesterday. So I have a couple people saying shift it up. Hey Shy, how's it going? Okay, so I just found this like inspiration picture here. What about a calendar kind of like that? No title up at the top, but so February is going to have an extra day kind of poking up at the top there. So we could do the day up there, add some washi tape, and then a little like notes box and some more strawberries. I think I like this. I think I'm going to roll with that sort of layout. Not really leave room for a title, but there inevitably will be some room for washi tape because February has a single day on the top row when I'm in the correct year and doing a Monday start calendar. So let's do that then. Okay, so 3 in from the side. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. And then 4 dots down, do another one, 4 dots down. Okay, and then this one is going to be ending right here. Oh, thank you, Make Me Resin. Do you bullet journal? Oh, puzzle piece. Nice catch. So yeah, it's so random. Yesterday I was on for over 2 hours and it never made me do the puzzle piece test. Today I've been on for less than an hour and I had to do it already. Absolutely, purple yarn. Totally could have. Oh, missed 23, 24. Oh, cool. Make me resin. Okay, let's see if I have some washi tape that we like with this theme. I don't know if any of this one pack of washi tape has like a ton of pinks and stuff, but none of them are actually exactly this. So I might not. Yeah, I feel like it's like similar, but not quite the same. So maybe I'll just leave it for now and we shall see. Yes, Maria, I know. I need to color over those again because I colored over them and then made it wrong. 23, this one's supposed to be 24. Yeah. And then we were gonna put a little notes section under here. And I think I liked the look of like a notes page so that it looks like kind of separate. But actually I'm gonna do a strawberry kind of like going over part of it. So let me draw that. And then we'll do a little notes box like over here. And I'm just gonna write notes with maybe our green. It's kind of a random shape and size. So I'm just gonna add a few strawberries at the border here and then leave the rest empty for her just to write in like extra memories, extra moments, whatever, since this is a memory keeping journal. Just tucked behind her Dutch door. Maybe just like that. All right. Oh, yay, Jenny. What are some of your first pages or first theme or whatever that you've done so far? That is like the purpose of my account. I don't know, my goal has never been to have like the fanciest, most incredible bullet journal spreads, but to have like the most doable, like I could copy that sort of bullet journal spreads, you know? So I'm very glad if you're getting inspiration from them. Cool. That's a good one to start with. Aw, yay, Kai. Thank you. Olivia, we're working on a custom bullet journal right now. So my customer Janelle ordered this 12-month journal for 2026. So we make the entire thing together here on TikTok Live. We just finished her February title page and calendar page, and now we're just kind of adding a random page. Since we have a Dutch door, there's always kind of that awkward page underneath that's not a full 2-page spread. So I'm just going to turn it into kind of a memory dump sort of page. That's what this journal is for her anyways. So we'll just give her a little bit of extra room for that. So yeah, lots of you guys would have been here when we made Janelle's first journal for the year. So like 2 months ago, I think we made one for her that started in July of this year and goes till December of this year. And, oh, sorry, I realized I was totally off camera to do that strawberry. And then now we are working on her 2026 journal. And this is still a memory keeping journal, but it doesn't have as many of the like prompts and kind of custom pages as her other one did. Now she wants to go with more general pages, like normal weekly spreads, but instead of using them for planning, she's going to use them to like just jot down memories and stuff. All right, I'm just going to add a few little, oh no, I've been using red to do that, haven't I? Thanks, Olivia. Hey, Hawaiian girl, how's it going? Thanks for joining again. Oh, thank you for your order, Brianna. Brianna just ordered a custom digital bullet journal. Thank you so much. Nessa, I haven't worked on it since yesterday. Did you see my update yesterday for how August turned out? For sure, Olivia. We did this little ski lodge theme for January. So this is what we worked on yesterday evening on live. This page, I still need to workshop with her how she wants it laid out because it is more of a custom page. And then these are the weekly spreads that we voted for January. Okay, yeah, so I haven't made any progress, Nessa. I'm thinking I'll work on it tonight. And if not, then tomorrow. But Sardines theme is next. I am so excited for this one. I've been looking forward to it the entire time I've been making the journal. Okay, and then this page I'm just going to leave blank for her to like paste in some pictures, write in some quotes, some highlights from the month. This is just an extra page since we had kind of the awkward Dutch door partial 2-page spread. And then we need to leave this page blank for her family memories or family worship page that we need to set up. But we need to choose her weekly spreads. And I think we had some great candidates yesterday, and obviously only one could be chosen. So I'm thinking today, let's just choose from the ones that did not get chosen last time. Which I guess there's only 2 that, okay, maybe I'll go searching on Pinterest for like 1 or 2 more weekly spread options, and then we'll vote. So with her weekly spreads, all that she needs is boxes for the days. She doesn't need any like bonus boxes or anything like that. So that kind of frees us up to use different weekly layouts than we sometimes can use. I mean, this is kind of the same as the other one that we have to vote for, but I'll screenshot it for now. Just let me scroll a ways to get some fresh ideas here. Let's see, what does this have? A little bit more space than we need for like randoms, because we don't really need space for randoms. Even this one too. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this as a maybe. Okay, let's just vote. I don't want to spend too much time here. Is there a moderator who would be able to do a poll for us? If not, I will get one started. Just let me come back to TikTok so I can see your comments and see if they're... Goodbye, Tunde. Thanks so much for joining. Any moderators? Okay, then I will start a poll. Let me just grab it for you. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so I've got a 4-option poll. You should see the little clipboard icon under my name. We're choosing a weekly spread layout to go with this strawberry theme that we've been doing. So let me show you the options. So yesterday, this was the inspiration picture that we chose just for layout, not for like doodles or anything. So today, the options are going to be, number 1 is going to be this. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to do each one as a separate like note page with all the lines. That would take a long time. I can do it though if you really want me to, but if I were not on camera, I definitely would not do all the lines. Option 1. Option 2, oh yeah, so this would have a 7th day here instead of that little doodle section, and then like Feb and some strawberries up here. That's option 1. Option 2, all 7 days over here. Then we'd have room for bigger doodles down at the bottom here, and then the title in a separate spot up there. That's option 2. Then the other options are the ones I just screenshotted. So yeah, this will be option 3, doodles going across. So yeah, strawberries, some of the other doodles, whatever. And then again, the 7 days of the week as their own boxes. That's option 3. And then option 4 is this one here. I'm not exactly sure what we would do because we would definitely have to workshop the spacing a little bit because it does have extra spots that we wouldn't need, but we would do like some doodles here, the days of the week where she has them, maybe an extra doodle here or here, something like that. But yeah, that's option 4. So those are the options. I'll just show them quickly one more time, but with a strawberry theme. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. Let me go back to TikTok. You guys can cast your votes. Option 3. Okay. You guys are funny. Always pick the hardest ones. That's totally fine. I didn't want to say anything to be biased because I probably would have picked that one too, but it's definitely the most work out of all of them. Let me grab my ruler and start with the spacing. So we need to do 4 weeks for February. So that's nice. At least it's not a 5-week month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, Did I not skip one for the family page? You're totally right. Thank you so much for catching me. Okay, yes, this is the family. Yes, thank you. Okay, so then let's add an extra one. Oh, you guys have got my back. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Now, let me just double count here. So yeah, we've got our title. We've got our rando page for extra memories or whatever. We've got a 2-page spread that will become the family memories spread or family worship spread once I talk about that with her. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should just do like mini strawberries, keep it a little bit smaller, or if I should do big ones, but then how many? I think I'm gonna do 3 strawberries per page. Maybe 2 chocolate and 1 not. Or yeah, 2 big ones and then some small ones. That's not a bad idea, actually. Something like that. Oh yeah, sorry, I am totally off camera. Now, that's where my camera used to be, and then I moved it because I was getting frustrated with it, and now I just keep going back there. Okay, let me shimmy my setup a little bit so that I hopefully stop doing that as much. Caitlin, we're doing this little chocolate covered strawberries theme for February. And we're just working on the weekly spreads. And I do have one order that was placed last night right after my live by Katie. So Katie, if you're here, let me know and we'll pack it up together. We're gonna pack it up either way. I was just giving some time for Katie to join us. She gave me like notes and stuff about what kind of charms she wants, but it's always nicer to pack when people are here. Is that my third one? I need to make sure that I don't now color strawberries on the family worship page. But this one's my last one, and I think I should be good to go. Quick sip of tea. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, then let's add some leaves. It is simple, Jennifer. If you want me to slow it down and talk you through what I'm doing when you have a marker in front of you, I will do it. Just tell me, because it is not as hard as I think it is probably. It does take practice though, like obviously to get like just kind of comfortable with using your marker. That sounds dumb, but you know what I mean. Was that the last week? Oh, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Way ahead of myself. What kind of markers do I use? This one that I'm using right now is a Tombow dual tip brush pen. The pinkish one is a Zebra Mildliner brush pen. I use a lot of those two. I use a lot of Crayola super tips. And if you're looking for recommendations, if that's why you're asking, I recommend the Crayola super tips for beginners. I feel like this one is way too high up on the page, but I did measure. Okay. Yeah, it's the confidence. I think I would say it's mostly impatience for me, but comes across as confidence. Oh, nice, Stevie. Yeah, I love the super tips. Did I seriously? You're right. I don't even know how I do that. Like, it's right there beside all the others. Getting ahead of myself again. I've got a whole extra page. All right, and that's the one I need to leave blank. Let's darken up. Time for a quick sip. The condensation on this thing is just crazy. I'm always so nervous I'm gonna drip it on the journal, but we're good. Aw, cute, Jenny. Thank you guys for all the likes. Do you mean the black one that I'm using right now, Olivia, or for the colors? The colors. So I'm using a variety for this month. The lighter pink is a Zebra Mildliner brush pen. The darker one is a Zig Brushable dual tip brush pen. The green is a Tombow dual tip brush pen. The brown is a Crayola. Like, I've literally got my full spread here in this theme. But what I would recommend, if you're looking for recommendations, I would recommend buying the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. It's going to get you tons of colors. And then I love how those ones, like the quality of the marker as well. And then from there, if there are like certain colors that you feel like you're missing, you can just kind of get those individual colors from like Tombow or Zig Brushable or Zebra Mildliner or whatever, because those ones are a lot more expensive and the brush tips aren't like as easy to learn with. But I do find I love the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100, but there's not a lot of like really soft colors, like muted or like light colors for just like highlighting and stuff. So I personally would recommend, getting the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100 if you can, and then just searching for like specific colors that you feel you're lacking and that you want in your collection and getting those in one of the fancier options from like Stationery Pal, Journal Say, something like that. No problem. I know, right, Daisy? Crayola has no idea how much traffic I drive them. True, Bunny. I never do. I don't even own colored pencils. That is not my area of expertise, but you totally could. Oh, thanks, Rennie. These are going to be weekly spreads. So for January, we chose this weekly layout. And then for February, we chose one that has kind of doodles down the middle and then the days of the week above and below. So that is going to be the purpose. We're just kind of half done drawing them. Oh, wrong way. I am moving this way for my white gel pen touches. This is a gel pen. It's the Sakura Jelly Roll in the size 10. Chroma, this is a custom order, so this is not for me. This is for my customer Janelle. She ordered it to start in 2026, and so this is February of 2026 because we just started her journal yesterday with January. That's why so far in advance, because it's not actually my own. I do all 12 months at a time and then mail it off to her. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, were you here for the cover page at all? That's how the title page turned out, which I love. Mr. Strawberry? I don't think so. Oh yeah, you're totally right. I missed doing the drizzle on this one. Thank you guys. Yes, I can show the book so far. We just started January yesterday, so there's not a ton to show, but I can show you January and then where we're at so far with February. I've got one more weekly spread to do white gel pen on. Okay. So yeah, we did January last night. Janelle, who is this customer, has ordered from me many times. She gives a lot of freedom as to like what kinds of themes we choose. So we chose this one ourselves yesterday on live. We chose this little kind of skiing scene. And then this is going to be her family worship page. I'm just not totally sure how she wants to lay that one out yet, so we're going to fill this in later. And then the weekly spreads that we chose for January was this layout here. So that is how January turned out. And then, yeah, for February, we've again got a little calendar up here, spot for notes, a bigger title page. And then this is just kind of a bonus page because of the Dutch door. So I just did some doodles so that she can add like pictures from the month, extra memories. This is a memory keeping journal for her. So she does have like more standard weekly layouts in this one, but she's going to use them to just like kind of write down little snippets of each day as sort of a way of collecting memories. So that is what this journal is for her. Thank you, Emily Ann. Yeah, I'm liking this one so far too. I always love working with Janelle because her like taste in colors is so similar to mine. I always like bright colored themes when I do them, but that's not my taste normally to do like really vibrant themes. And that was like Janelle's one thing, like no super vibrant colors. She wants lots of like soft pastels, earthy muted tones, stuff like that, which is right up my alley. Although, yeah, whenever we pull out a really bright theme, like the fruit theme in Patty's journal, loved it. Or which one did we do in Summer's journal that was like quite bright? I can't remember. I always end up liking it when we do a bright theme, but it's just not like my default color palette. Yes, Brittany, and I did love how the smoothie theme turned out. Okay, now, I'm not sure if I want to fill the middle row. Honestly, I don't love how the pink flowers and doodles and stuff look in between the strawberries. I wish I had done something different, so I'm not sure if I want to do that here. Maybe just like some more minimal like black dots and stuff like that and sparkles. I don't know. What do you guys think for kind of going along here? I'm just not sure. And then what we're gonna do is write Feb up here, or maybe February in stacked calligraphy, and then we'll stamp in the days into each box. Dots and sparkles, but in black, because I am personally, I don't mind the flowers as much, but I feel like the pink little hearts and sparkles aren't really doing it for me. So I'm not sure what to do. Actually, they don't look bad on this page, right? But yeah, I agree. I feel like they kind of need contrast. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some like more scattered black sparkles. Not tons of them, like not fill the space, but just have them there to kind of direct the flow of the doodles. Just something like that. So that it's still delicate, not like lots of black, but yeah, a little bit more contrasty instead of having everything be like pink on pink. Oh, thanks, Hawaiian girl. And then, okay, I would lean towards doing February in stacked calligraphy, maybe brown or maybe green, but I think I would lean towards brown. February in stacked calligraphy up here for the title, and then the rest will just be kind of boxes for the days. But if you guys have any other ideas, drop them in the chat, because that's what I'm going to start doing next. So give me all your ideas for how to lay out the title, and then we'll get going on that part. Stacked, okay. Sounds good, I'm with ya. Okay. So wait, let's see, stacked brown, green, or black? part of me now is thinking, you remember how we used this marker for November in Summer's bullet journal, that like Polaroid theme, and did the stacked calligraphy but with a thinner marker? I feel like that could look good too. Brown, brown, brown. Okay. I hear ya. Brown it is. Let's do that. So, fib. February. That's what we'll do there. Got an extra little space on this one because I didn't have a strawberry there, so I might just add another one. And over here, I think maybe I'll actually add the A because, yeah, ones that don't have a strawberry over there end up having a bit of an awkward gap. All right, let's do that. And then we are going to just kind of, I'm wondering if I could just use all green for the days and dates. What do you guys think? I kind of like how we did it for January. We're not going to do that for every month, but I feel like for this one where the days are on the top and the bottom, it looks nicer than doing like, you know, a block of color that goes across the top and across the bottom. I feel like that just kind of fits with this theme. And actually, maybe I will alternate between pink and green. Yeah, just green might be a little bit more green than I want. So we've got 2 up here, 3, 4. Just green. And I'm going to put this one at the bottom here. 6. What if you see it like this? You think just green or also pink for the alternating numbers? Done with that. Just green? Okay, if one more person says just green, we're doing green. Okay, there it is. I feel like I almost never get 3 people in a row who all say the same thing. So when that happens, we're just gonna go with it and just accept it. 9. I love this green. 10. Jenny Lynn, because the first Monday of February is the 2nd, and we included February 1st with the last week of January. That is why. 9. Okay. SML Tigger, I do a little bit of a spacing guide. Like I have that dot up there that shows me where the middle of the page is. So that's what I'm using to guide my spacing. Kaylee, this is 312. Tombow 312, one of my faves. Tombow 228 is probably my favorite green, but I also really love this one. 228 is the green that we used for January yesterday. 28. And then this right here will be the 1st of March. All right, let's stamp those on. Dachi, this is for my customer Janelle. So we're doing a full custom bullet journal for her, 12 months. We started yesterday with January right here, and then finished the weekly spreads and everything for that. And then today we started on February, and we chose this little chocolate covered strawberry theme. And these are the weekly spreads so far. I'm gonna grab my stamps now and stamp on. Oh yeah, sorry Anahi, I just did a brief version of the flip through just now. And after this, I do have one order to pack up for Katie, and I don't think Katie has come yet today, at least she hasn't mentioned it, but Katie, if you're here, let me know. We'll pack it up with you, and if not, we'll do it without you once we're done these weekly spreads. Oh, thanks, Dachi. Yeah, it's definitely pretty niche. Like, most people wouldn't know that you could have, you know, someone make you a custom journal. So there's not a lot of us who do it, but Jenny, these stamps are my handwriting turned into stamps by a company called Contact Crafts. Unfortunately, they are sold out right now. They will be back in stock probably in a few months though, unfortunately, because we're wanting to put together another collection of stamps before they do a big production run. They make all of these in-house with like 3D printers, and it's a whole fiasco. So they're wanting to launch another collection and then just make them all at once. And I have a bit too many ongoing projects right now to start that next collection quite yet. So it will be a little while, but they will eventually return. I'm hoping to stock them myself as well, but tariffs are just like brutal, because I don't want to, you know, I'm from Canada, my manufacturers are in the States, so now we have tariffs on you guys. To when I order from you. Anyways, where did you get? So Wild Toogies, let me show you. These journals are from my shop, and every journal order will be packed together on live. You get to choose your charms. You can choose as your freebie either a custom name page like this one, or some stickers like these, or some washi tape. And if you use the code LIVE50, you'll get 50% off. Sorry, that's my shameless plug for my journals. People learned yesterday that Canadians don't actually get paid at all by TikTok. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of why I feel like I have to give my sales pitch every time I'm on live, because like, that's the only way. But yeah, these are A5 bullet journals. They have 192 pages that are 160 GSM thick, which, as you guys have seen today, we've got like 3 layers of marker on some of these spots and 0 bleed through. So They're pretty good. If you're looking for a journal, we will pack one for you. I know, right, Moni? I shared the screenshot to my story on Instagram yesterday because you guys were shocked when you're like, what? TikTok doesn't pay Canadians at all? No, we don't have TikTok Shop. We don't have the Creator Fund. If you want to make any sort of money on TikTok, it's like you have to be doing brand partnerships or selling your own products, which is kind of the route that I decided to go. But yeah, so I showed the screenshot yesterday. I get an email after every live like, congratulations, your live lasted, whatever, yesterday's was like 2 hours and some, and you've earned $0.01, like literally 1 cent, which is worth even less as a Canadian than like an American cent. It's laughable. So I think I've been going live pretty much every day, every weekday since March, and I think I've made almost $4. Like I can almost buy a pack of discounted blueberries thanks to TikTok's generosity. But yeah, it's laughable how much Canadians get from TikTok. Yes, Lauren, I totally can show you. I'm just gonna finish stamping since we're so close. I do normally, Charisse, these stamps are for sale, but they're sold out at the moment. No, we don't have the Creator Fund. Okay, now I'm gonna give a little flip through here, but I wanna hear from you guys. Should I draw like dividing lines between the days? And if so, what color? I kind of like it just open like this, but I feel like that's not nearly everyone's cup of tea. So tell me what you like. I'm gonna give a little flip through. We're not very far yet. We just started this journal yesterday and we got to choose the theme. We chose this little ski lodge sort of theme for her. So every month she's got a monthly title page like this, a 1-page calendar with the section for notes. And then this is going to be a family worship spread. I don't know exactly what she wants for it yet. That's why I need to workshop that with her. And then the weekly spreads that we voted on for January, these spreads won. So that's what we did for January here. And we did all of this yesterday on TikTok. And then today we did this February theme. So we voted again, chose this little strawberry theme. And again, we've got single page calendar, notes box, title page. This was just kind of a bonus page hiding behind the Dutch door for extra memories and stuff. And then this, again, I need to figure out exactly what she wants that to look like. And then these are the weekly spreads so far. And let's see, thin black lines. Dots possibly. Yeah, right. Not horizontal. Yeah. They would not be horizontal, just a vertical line. Maybe beige or golden. Black. I'm not sure how I feel about black. I feel like black might be a bit stark. Black, black, brown, keep open, no lines. Okay, most people seem to want lines. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Extra strawberry I wanted to put right here to kind of fill this awkward gap that I left. Thank you. I completely forgot about that. I for sure would not have done that if you hadn't reminded me. Okay, maybe I'll just do brown. Brown should work, hey? I'm not going to do a line on the top though, because that kind of separates itself naturally. Dashi, do you mean what kind of journal were we working on before? Or like what was my career before I became a doodler? Okay, let's see. Did I do it all? Okay, I think we're good. I have got one order so far to pack up today. And Caitlin, or Katie, sorry, if you're here. Okay, Catherine, full name, but short name Katie. If you're here, let me know so that you can give your input into what you want for charms and stuff. She just said nature themed for her little personalization box. So that's what we're running with. She chose a clay journal and then wants nature themed charms. So for those of you guys who are new, because I know I've seen some new faces in the chat today, for charms we've got a variety. You can choose like a little stone, little strawberry. Let me show you some combos that we've done recently that I haven't yet mailed off. Sorry you guys, we don't have a post office in my new town. Isn't that ridiculous? Or even like a package drop box. So I am gonna mail them, but I'm gonna have to start doing more of like one big mailing spree kind of at the end of the week or something. Here's another one. You can choose. There's more than just gold letters. These guys just both happen to do gold. And then you can choose, right, your freebie. So your freebie could be like a custom name page, like Remy chose a custom name page for her freebie, or you could choose a pack of stickers or 2 rolls of washi tape. So that's what we're packing up right now for Katie. Oh, career. I'm a linguist. Dashi, that's what my training is in. I taught at a university for just a few months before COVID hit, and then I was looking for ways to make money online, did some teaching online, and then decided to start a YouTube channel kind of on a whim, doing bullet journals, and ended up going quite viral early on. So that's just been my thing since then. Okay, so Katie wants nature themed charms, and that's all she said. She didn't say a letter or a color or anything like that. So let me find some nature themed charms and we can vote for what we like. I feel like strawberry is always a contender, even though it's not like, you know, a leaf or something more like obviously nature. I feel like it still fits the nature vibe. Let's see. This dolphin, I'm just waiting for someone to pick this dolphin charm. How cute, paired with like a pink or white letter for your name, or like a light blue stone. I feel like that would be so cute. Nessa, I know, I'm always tempted to throw people into Pom Pom Club, but I feel like Pom Poms are like definitely a preference. You know, people need to choose Pom Pom Club if they want to be part of Pom Pom Club. I'm not going to put you in there. You got to make that move yourself. So if she's not here to put herself into Pom Pom Club, sorry, Katie. It's an elite group. Yes, there are still some leaves. That's what I'm looking for. Just sifting through here. Ooh, I like, there's that little lotus flower too. That's kind of cute. I know, the green pom-poms, so pretty. Okay, one of the journals in my order is gonna be this kind of green. I'm so excited. I feel like that journal paired with this pom-pom is gonna be so cute. Okay, nature. And I feel like a nature one would pair really well with like a stone. She didn't give like a favorite color or anything, so we could just pick something that like looks good. Pom-pom, I know, Dashi, you laugh now, but just wait. Next week, you'll be joining Pom Pom Club. Just kidding. The pom-poms there was just like an evening or two where like everyone wanted pom-poms. And so they started a little pom-pom club. Okay. Ooh, I don't think I have a tree. It's hard to fight the urge to join. You're so funny. I don't think I have a tree. I do have a banana or multiple purple unicorns that came with this. I'm looking for my leaves. I know, Dashi. Okay, I did not come up with Pom Pom Club. That was someone else. Alyssa, that was for someone else. That is, so Janelle ordered a full custom journal. So that means we're going to draw on every page together. She ordered a 12-month journal, or the one that I just showed with the name page for Remy. Every journal order gets free charms and then a freebie of your choice, which can either be like stickers or washi tape or a name page. Which is what Remy chose. So that's what those were. Thanks, Alyssa. Lotus and the white stone, that could be cute. I'm trying to find, okay, here's my leaf. I think that's the only leaf I have left, and it's definitely the most objectively just like nature charm that we're seeing. And that was her prompt, so I feel like the leaf would be a pretty good candidate. And I will just give kind of a last call here. After I pack this order, I'm gonna be done on live today, unless someone else wants their orders packed on live today. If you place an order now using code LIVE50, you'll get 50% off of your order. And then you get to choose your own charms, you get to choose your freebie, which again could be a custom name page or some washi tape or stickers. But this will be kind of last call here if anyone would like their order to be packed right here on live. Okay. Flowers. I feel like a little flower with like one of these jewels or something could be cute. Aw, thank you guys. It's always encouraging when TikTok sends new people my way, and I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so the prompt for this one was nature. I'm thinking leaf and a stone. I like the clear one. I also like the green. What do you guys think? What are some other combos that we should vote on? Oh, maple leaf with dark green stone. Leaf with one of the stone. Okay. Lotus and green stone. Okay. So lotus paired with green. Leaf and green. Leaf with green. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of leaf with green. So if you place an order and you're actually here, then you get to do the choosing. Katie is not here right now, so we're gonna do the choosing for her. She just gave the prompt nature charms. So that's what we are going to do. Let me put some of these away so that I don't like swipe them all off the table with my sweater sleeve. And then we'll put those charms on and choose a freebie for her. All right, here we go. I would do name page, except for that we don't know if this journal is for her or for someone else. That's why when people aren't here on live or don't specifically request a name page, I always just default to stickers or washi tape, just in case this is a gift for someone else. That's the same reason I wouldn't pair a letter with her charms, just because she didn't mention if it's for her or for someone else. So otherwise, I'm thinking maybe one of those little sticker books. I know those have been really popular lately, so we could give her one of those. Rachel, thank you for your order. Yes, Stevie, I do put a charm on each ribbon if you request it or if you do a pom-pom, because the pom-poms don't really fit well with another charm. So yeah, I can totally separate the charms, put them on separate bookmarks. I personally love the cluster. That's why I default to that. But you can choose to have them on separate ribbons if you want. Alyssa, you can order if you click my name up above and then click the link on my TikTok page. It will take you to a bunch of links. And if you just go to my Etsy shop, you'll see the listings for a clay journal or a vanilla journal. Those are the two colors that I currently have available. And placing an order of either of those journals will get you all of the freebies. So you can choose your charms, which this is what we came up with for Katie, and then you can choose your freebies as well. Yes, and it's always 50% off during a live if you use the code LIVE50. Amanda, you want to see inside the empty journal or inside the journal that we were working on before? This is the empty journal, 5mm dot grid paper. The pages are super thick, 160 GSM and stark white. That's kind of, and there's 192 pages. 2 ribbon bookmarks and an elastic closure, an elastic pen loop. Let's choose her freebies for Katie. Oh, Amanda, there are drawings in this one. This is the one that we were just working on earlier today. We just did this little February theme. Yes. So we've got drawings in this one, and then, so like I said, one of the freebie options is a custom name page. So, oh, this wasn't even the one I showed you, but you can also order just a custom name page as your freebie. Okay, so we know that she likes nature. I feel like that would be a good contender, or maybe like some washi tapes or something. What do you guys think? Thanks, Amanda. Let me see here. I'm trying to see if there's more. Ooh, this is cute. What about something like this? Or the stickers. Sticker book? I love these sticker books. I feel like you can't go wrong. Okay, we'll give her a sticker book. All right, so Katie, I know you're not here, but thank you so much for your order. I feel like the charm combination came out very cute. And we've got Rachel's order to pack next. Thank you so much, Rachel. And Rachel ordered another clay, so let me grab a clay journal for you. A letter and a strawberry. Okay, letter R. Is it for you? Let me see what R's I have. I feel like I might be running low on variety with the R's, but I know that I have gold, which is my fave to pair with the strawberry anyways, so I think you'll be good. Yes, Amanda. The journals are custom. I do have a gold R. Rachel. Oh, sorry. So Rebecca, my full customs where like every interior page is drawn on, that's going to open up again sometime in August once I finish this one for Janelle. I don't think this one would take me a full month to do. We're moving a bit quicker on this one than we were on Summers because there's one less monthly page to worry about. But I do have some like family holidays and stuff coming up that will delay making the journal. So all that to say, I think August is when another full custom will open. Let's get the R. I was doing so well with the pliers yesterday, or was it the day before? I didn't drop a single charm. It's on fire. The code is live50 to get 50% off your order. And the price of a full custom, it depends on how many months you're ordering. That's the biggest factor. And then also like what your currency is, if you're using a discount code, what shipping option you choose, all of that. So it's really hard to give just like a simple answer for what the price is. It is ballpark, it is in the hundreds, a couple $100 for a full custom because you're paying for my time and it takes a lot of time. It's a number that like shocks some and others are like, well, yeah, it's a handmade product. So I always feel like I need to kind of like preface it. Like, I would love to charge less, but it's a lot of hours. Lynn, we jinxed it. I was getting confident with the pliers after the other day. And Rachel, do you know what you would like for your freebie? Name page, sticker book, a couple of washi tape rolls. What can I get for you? There we go. Get that nice and clamped. Got a little R and strawberry combo. Yes, a name page. We can absolutely do that. Do you have a color in mind or a certain like theme or anything? Color, theme, anything like that? Sorry for the vague price, you guys. I wish it was an easier answer because I don't mean to dodge. Do Rachel in the center, maybe split with some brown naturey mushrooms. Do you mean like stacked calligraphy like that with some mushrooms? Is that what you mean by split? Oh, stacked. Okay, cool. And for color of the writing, do you have a preference? If you're saying naturey, maybe like brown or green, and then mushrooms around, something like that. I'm just kind of building a tentative color palette. Open to the color of nature. Okay. Color, oh, color is the name. Okay, I'm thinking green. And then mushrooms in these 3 colors, maybe around. Does that sound good? So let's do... And since you said naturey, sorry, I just bumped my stand. I'm just gonna add a few kind of leaves curling around in your letters. Show you how it's turning out so far. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. Let's add a few little mushrooms over here. Add some of the, is this the brown I'm thinking of? Oh, nope. Is this the brown I'm thinking of? No, I'm glad I swatched it first because that's way darker than I was picturing. Where is the brown I'm thinking of? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll just do some of these little guys. All right, and maybe just a few more little ones kind of poking up from behind the name. feel like I need to bring in the red in one more place. So maybe let's just do a little like ladybug crawling up here. That fits with the nature theme. All right. There we go, Rachel. Thank you so much for your order. We've got her little R and strawberry charm down here. And then she chose a custom name page as her freebie and 50% off with code LIVE50. Thank you so much for your order. Oh, a pine cone? I don't even know, Melissa. I would have to go to Pinterest and find a reference picture. I feel like it sounds simple enough, but I don't think I've ever drawn a pine cone in my life. Thanks, Moni. Okay, let me see here. All right, that is our last order for the day. I was just double checking to see if any more came in while I was looking down, but I think that brings us to the end of today. Actually, here, let me keep you guys up there for a second to give you guys a quick recap of what we did today and yesterday in Janelle's bullet journal. And then I will be done for today. I mean, unless somebody really wants their order packed today, you can go ahead and place it and I will not say no. My dishwasher fund is accepting donations, so I will pack that up for you lickety split. But this is what we chose for January. We did this yesterday, little ski lodge theme, and this is gonna be done at a later date. Then we chose this weekly layout for January. And then these are the other weeks. We changed up the little header doodle. For February, we chose this little chocolate strawberry theme. So again, we've got a calendar, notes, title page. This is just kind of a extra page for her to put pictures and memories and stuff. And then this is the weekly layout that we did today that we chose for February. And yeah, that is where we're at so far in Janelle's bullet journal. Oh, yay, Sarah. I'm glad. I just posted it to YouTube, the replay of that one. And Sydney, yes, I did choose an embossment for the new journals. They should be here in a couple of weeks at this point, but the embossment for the new journals, they have like a small design over here. And then this part is empty, so that I'm gonna try to offer some kind of custom embossing, or you can just choose it with the small part. I would have to charge extra for the custom embossing, so I made it so that it was like cute to have a journal just with the little design, but also leave my options open in case I wanted to add some more customization options. I know, I'm really excited for it. But that brings us, oh, where does my stand go? That brings us to the end of today's live. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you for placing your orders. I saw someone was asking when I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be on in the afternoon is my goal, and we will be doing March. For March, I tentatively have a sushi theme. Janelle wants a sushi theme somewhere in the journal, and I don't know, I felt like March was a good fit. So tomorrow when we start, you guys can either yay or nay sushi or choose something else, and then we will get into it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Feel free to check out my Instagram if you want to know when I will be live next, when custom journals will be open, all that kind of stuff. That's also where we're doing polls on the pre-made bullet journal that I'm working on right now. So if you want to give any feedback on layouts, themes, all of that for the pre-made bullet journals that we'll be launching later this year, Instagram is the place to be. I have done an iced coffee theme, Stevie, yes, and I hate coffee, but I love doing coffee themes. They are so cozy and cute. So hopefully, I think Janelle likes coffee. I should double check with her in case we do one of those in her journal. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. Caitlin's Sardines is coming tonight. That's what I'm going to be working on tonight. I'll share some pictures to my stories on Instagram. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. If you do decide to place a journal order, use code LIVE50. That will get you 50% off. And then I will package it on the next live if you order it when I'm not on live. So if you order it today, please come tomorrow so that you can pack it up with us, choose your charms, your freebies, and all of that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your day.